Hey guys, welcome back, Fast Monty's Garage. This is part 2 or 3 of our troubleshooting experience from my drive up to Long Beach. 100 miles up, 100 miles back. If you missed it, I had a pretty bad coolant leak from that rear fitting on the engine, so we fixed that a couple episodes ago. Last episode we had to tackle the throwout bearing that was leaking. That's hydraulic. Luckily it was just a fitting. And so this episode, we need to troubleshoot the tail lights. My turn signal stopped working when I got up there. So typically, with ignition on, I can do the turn indicator and the lights here will flash. So when I got there, I asked my buddy to check the brakes. I'm doing it right now. I have a camera back there. I know it's not working. So I checked the fuses. I'll show you that. I checked the fuses. The fuses look good. So then I said, well, maybe I should try the headlights, because if the headlights are on, the rear tail lights may or may not turn on. So here's the test. See? Lights on, lights off. Lights on, lights off. That's how it's supposed to work. They're LED lights. That's why. So I suspect it's the flasher relay, and I'll show you that underneath the dash. Mine's a little bit different. If you have incandescent bulbs in the back, which are stock, you would have a different looking flasher. Mine are all LED, so I had to buy a different type flasher. They look the same form, but you have to ground them. And so we'll get under the dash and we'll look at that. We'll see. It better be easy, otherwise it's gonna be maddening. Be right back. Alright guys, here's what we got. So this is the actual blinker module. And if you have the old school fuse panel, these are I obviously upgraded these to blade style. This just unplugs. And if you have incandescent bulbs, this is like an aluminum housing. It does not have a ground on it. Oh, there's two. I have forgotten. There are two of them. So one of them must be fried. Luckily, I bought two more. One as a backup. So I'm going to change the wiring here. You notice I have a butt connector. This was to quickly access, right? But now I got to change this to two of these, so if we can replace one at a time. Alright guys, first plan of attack. These were spliced together and I broke it off, so we can do individual plugs for each one, and we need to add one more to the inside of the car. And so I'll splice this on, and then I'll use one of these handy connectors, which allows you to put this on an existing wire, and then this goes on here, and as you press it on, it connects the circuit. So I'll go ahead and put these together, and we'll meet you guys back in the car. Alright, first things first guys, we need to make, oh, maybe that's why it's not working. That just fell right off. Huh. Alright. I'll go get a new one. Alright, let's get a new female adapter on here. That was so weird. That'd be so awesome if that's why this isn't working. But I doubt that. Alright, that's on there. Back to our mission at hand. So I want two female connectors to plug our flashers to. And this is what we can use. Okay, so this splice we can actually slide it right on the main wire, and you can slide it up and down wherever you want it. And then this end, you don't have to strip, you just put it in, and it ends. It doesn't allow it to go through, so you can push it up. You can even make it even length if you want. And then you take your pliers, and this is when you need 3 hands. And that's what it looks like. And we'll go ahead and test it. We'll see if we have continuity from here to here with our voltmeter. All right, so we're on the ohm meter. And there we go. We got ohms. That means we're spliced correctly. So for kicks and giggles, let's go ahead and put the original ones back in, because I had one come off and that one was loose. So maybe they were just loose connections. I mean, I doubt it, but might as well test it now that we have dedicated connections. Okay, so we got them in. Let's see if the new one, or the old ones, sorry, this dedicated circuit works, because we had a loose connection. No blinky, no blinky. Okay, so that didn't work, so I got a new one. I marked it with tape, so I don't confuse myself, and just replace one at a time. I already spliced on the connector. See if that works. Nope, nada. Okay, let's try that. Nope. Oh my God. I think I found it, guys. Look right here. I'm pretty sure this hangly dangly thing isn't supposed to be hangly dangling. Oh my God. Crazy. Okay, I'm gonna attach that and see what happens here. Alright guys, I plugged it back in. I don't even know how that came out. That's so crazy. That must have came out while driving. Oh boy. Okay, let's see if we get our magic clicking. That was probably it. That was probably it. Let's see. On. Oh, yes! That was totally it. Oh my God. Alright guys, let me go clean up a little bit and I'll show you what the taillights look like. They're actually pretty bitchin'. Alright guys, had a costume change. I was sweating my balls off that day. It's a couple days later. So let me show you how the blinkers are supposed to work. Right and left. Pretty cool, right? So here's how the brake lights work. On, off. On, off. I love how they flash and then they go solid. Oh my gosh, I fell in love with them. They were prototypes when I bought them. I actually don't know if the manufacturer's making them for 69 GTOs, but I'll try and dig up the information and put it in the description. But don't hold me to it, because who knows. Anyway, thanks for hanging out today, guys. And my my words of wisdom today is we had 2 issues going on at the same time. So we had the blinkers weren't working and the brake lights weren't working, and it should have dawned on me that there's something wrong with the wire harness, not necessarily the flashers. Now, I'm not an electrical engineer, so I don't know how fast an electrical engineer would have troubleshooted that, but if it does happen to you, check that wire harness connection underneath the steering column. That was crazy how I saw that. Oh man. Well, at least we fixed the wiring for each blinker on the fuse panel, so now they're separate, so if one should go, we could test them. But man, I'm so relieved. That was relatively easy to fix, and I hope you guys learned something. If you have any questions or comments, leave one below. But you guys know the drill. Build them fast, drive them faster. See ya.